know you're somewhere, somewhere.
Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today Taurus, you guys got reclaim your power and a rebirth is assured. So I feel like with the panther and with the bat, there's a lot of like this transformative energy, like this death and rebirth energy. And what's interesting is that I feel like this is exactly what we're talking about when we had this new moon in Leo. So it's kind of like going with the time, and especially this card I feel like has a lot to do with Leo, the new moon in Leo. It was about when I did the reading for it, it was a lot about sensuality, desires, passions, and that's exactly what this card represents. So I feel like the new moon in Leo is challenging you to reclaim your power. It's challenging you to do things. So it's like maybe you kind of got yourself into some sort of stagnancy where you're kind of just doing the same thing over and over every single day, and they're trying to lead you out of that. But in order to get out of that, you have to reclaim your power. And I feel like that's what the challenge for you is with the mountain. The challenge for you right now is reclaiming your power, is going back to what it is that you desire, going back to a time when, things were, I feel like, fun. Like, I just feel like, again, a stagnancy can turn into monotony, and I feel like that is just, I'm getting like a bored energy, to be honest. So I see here with reclaim your power, it's like, it all has to do with you. You know how they have that like saying like, only bored people get bored or some shit like that, something dumb like that. That's kind of what I'm getting with this. It's like, only you have the power to change what's going on. And I feel like they're telling you here, this is your big hint, to follow your desires, to follow your passions, to follow your dreams. So let's pull more cards on this, Taurus. So Taurus, I see here that you have learned a lot from the past cycle when it comes to love. When it comes to love, you've turned the wheel in some sort of way. With the wheel coming up with the Two of Cups and the Two of Cups again, coming up again twice in the Read with the Tower, it's telling me that like in terms of relationships, in terms of love, you've had the Ten of Swords. You've had a really hard time. You've had, you've been stabbed in the back, you've been betrayed. So you know how they say you have to have, like, everyone has those experiences where there's like certain experiences like you just have to go through in life, like, everyone has to go through their first breakup, everyone has to go through their first, falling in love. I feel like for most people, we do end up getting betrayed. We do end up having this Ten of Swords happen to us. Whether it be because someone actually betrays us or whether it be, we betray ourselves, there is this Ten of Swords which you have experienced. And I feel like they're trying to let you know that this Ten of Swords, it was not meant to like break you. It was just meant to, again, I feel like it's just part of an experience that you had to have. And I'm also getting like it was a learning experience for you. It was something that, taught you a lot about who it is that you are, because you're coming up as the Crone and the Empress. So I feel like they're trying to tell you to get back up on that horse. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting with this. Like, just because you've had this Ten of Swords doesn't mean like all love experiences are going to lead to this Ten of Swords. But I feel like you're a little bit scared. That's what this mountain is. It's like, again, you want to reclaim your power. And I feel like at another point in time, you were very powerful in your own essence, in your passion, in your sensuality, in your sex. Like, everything that you were doing, you were very powerful. But then this Ten of Swords came. And with that, I feel like came an end to that part of you. And I feel like, again, it has a lot to do with safety. It has a lot to do with you being able to feel safe in loving someone else, in trusting someone else, and also just in you being like a person that can give love, right? Like I feel like you haven't been wanting to give anyone love for a while. You can see that here with like the Seven of Wands in the Union in reverse. It's like I think you've been tending to yourself, you know, but you do have all these very big major arcana next to your experiences in love. And even here with the Heaven and Earth, you've had the Ten of Cups in reverse, but look, then you have the Ace of Cups upright with the Empress. So it's like where sometimes things are really bad and negative, but at the same time, I feel like it kind of is telling me that even though some experiences have been very, very negative, I think that turning this wheel is you seeing that, like, even though some experiences ended badly or ended poorly, that doesn't mean that the entire experience was bad in itself, right? So yeah, I feel like in terms of love, things have been very bittersweet, you know, like yes, you can talk about how beautiful it was, but again, there was also this pain that was attached to it. So it is like bittersweet, I see this read, but I think that's just something that you've come to understand with the wheel in the middle. It's like you've come to understand that, you know, I mean, again, I feel like it did break you, but it doesn't mean that you're not ready. You're not going to be able to be ready again one day. So I see you just kind of like waiting to be ready. You're like, I want to love again. I want to get into a relationship again, but I just don't know if I can physically do it again. Like, I don't know if I can trust people again. Like, again, like, I feel like you're kind of on the fence about it. And they're telling you, like, it's okay. Like, it's going to be safe. And I think it's going to be safer now because there's a lot that you learned yourself. You're coming up as the Crone and the Empress. So these are people that know shit. This is not like the maiden or, you know, the child. This is like someone who knows exactly how to deal with like things that, you know, if you see something coming like a mile away, you know what I'm saying, and you can dodge it. So they're trying to let you know, like, you've taken a lot from these experiences, and you don't have to feel like, again, like it's not safe to love. You just have to be a little bit, I mean, again, we're all going to be a little bit guarded in terms of love, because I think that someone in this energy is always going to be guarded. Like, I don't think like the Crone or the Empress is someone who just walks into something blindly. I think that's just part of like who they are. They're experienced, and they know their value. So again, because you know your value now, because you're experienced, you're going to approach things very differently than you did in the past. So I feel like you kind of miss that naive energy. You miss, like, again, that free, like, child energy. And it's like they're trying to say, like, it's not that the child isn't a part of you anymore. They're trying to say that you're so grown now. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're just so grown. It's not that the child isn't a part of who you are. It's just that you're coming at it at a different angle, and at this angle, it's a little different. You know, it's a little different because you have more experience. But that doesn't mean, again, that you cannot fall in love again. That does not mean that you cannot have this new love in your life. And again, I feel like a lot of love, by entering into a new relationship, or just by entering into a feeling of like, okay, I'm ready to like accept someone if they come towards me. I want to talk with them. Like, just accepting the energy and not kind of like pushing people away. That's going to help you reclaim your power. So I see this being a little bit of a challenge for you in terms of like getting back on that horse. That's what I keep getting, like getting back out there, getting back into like the dating field, getting back into like the normal, where it's okay, like I'm trying to meet someone, as opposed to, you know, I'm trying to heal. So I feel like in this new time, this new moon in Leo, they're telling you, you know, I feel you're ready. You know, you're ready for to give energy to others. Like, again, before I feel like you were just giving energy to yourself, and now I feel like you're ready to start giving your energy to another person again. So don't feel like you're not ready, because you are. Yes, you went through this experience, but that time is over. That's what they keep trying to tell you. And like now, the energy is moving fast. Communication might be even coming in a lot of different directions from a lot of different people, and that's okay. Like, I just see them saying, like, yeah, it's okay, like, play the field, you know, talk to a lot of people, start meeting new people. Like, I feel like it's safe for you now. And even though you're approaching love in a very different energy, again, you're an Empress Crone energy, this is very different, that doesn't mean that you can't still experience love. You know, you have the Ace here. So again, in order to reclaim your power, it's about taking those opportunities that are at hand in terms of, like, getting out there trying to meet new people, trying to just have these new experiences. Again, I feel like a lot of you are like, oh well, I've already done this, I've already done that. Like, no, don't be in that energy. It's okay. Like, things that you used to enjoy at one point, you will enjoy again. That's what I'm getting. So let's pull some advice for you, Taurus. So you guys have modest fortitude. See, you're going forward, you're going very slowly, but you're going forward in a new energy, and that's the new energy that you're sitting in, this Crone Empress energy. And what I like about this energy is you're coming up with modest fortitude and introspection, and I feel like introspection has a lot to do with how you can always trust you can always come back to yourself. So in the past, like, you probably were very anxious, or you were very, you were someone who, like, you depended a lot on others. I feel like now you depend solely on yourself. So I feel like with introspection, you can always go back to yourself and figure something out. Like, take time out and be like, okay, like, how do I feel about this? How do I feel about that? Like, do I even need that? Do I need this? Like, why am I doing this? Am I doing this for myself? Am I doing this for others? You take a step back, you take a look at the situation, and then you can go forward. Like, I feel like that's an ability that you didn't have in the past. I feel like in the past, you were more reactive, and now you're more of like, okay, let me, like, take pause and, like, see the situation for what it really is, and then get out of it. Like, you're not someone who can be manipulated. You're not someone who can be, like, bamboozled very easily. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why you should appreciate this new energy that you're in. And the only way I feel like you could have gotten to this energy was through this Ten of Swords. So again, I'm not telling you that you have to appreciate this betrayal, but I am telling you that you are walking in, like, different shoes now, and you have more powers. Like, you are stronger. And with this strength comes more responsibility, but, like, in yourself. So you can trust yourself more. Do you know what I'm saying? You can go back into introspection. You can go back to yourself and see, like, how you feel about something. Again, like, you can trust yourself a lot more, and that's really important, to be able to trust yourself, to be able to depend on yourself and rely solely on yourself, especially when you're in this energy of, like, trying to reach out to others, right? It's like, wait a second, let me, like, take a second and think about how I feel, or see how I feel, or just, take a moment to get my feelings in check before I, like, move forward. So that's what I see for this new cycle. For you guys, I feel like, again, you're starting to reclaim your power, and again, it's modest fortitude. It might be a little bit slow, but that's okay, because you're learning how to adapt to this new energy that you're in, which is very different from the past. Like, give yourself credit where credit is due, guys. So then you have Saint Bridget, Our Lady of Exalted Light. I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. Exactly. Like, I feel like you guys want to give because you're ready to give. You're in the energy of, like, okay, I want to start giving to others. But at the same time, you know that you don't need anybody else, right? Like, all you need is yourself. And that's why I feel like this new cycle is going to be very different, because in the past, there might have been a little bit of codependency. There might have been this energy of, like, maybe even, like, energy vampire leech kind of energy where, like, you needed others for a lot of things, and now you don't have that problem. So you find yourself single, you find yourself alone, you find yourself, I'm okay being alone, so do I even need somebody else? So now I feel like you're kind of wanting to be with others. You're kind of trying to, like, maneuver that energy that you're feeling, but at the same time, you trust yourself. Like, you can always come back to yourself, that you only need yourself. So only when the right opportunity presents itself are you guys gonna actually, like, try. So yeah, I see you guys wanting to give because you're ready now, and I also see you guys being very, like, slow about it, because you're not just going to give to anyone, and that's really smart. So enjoy this new energy that you're sitting in. Appreciate the past for what it was, but this cycle is over. You're now sitting in Crone Empress energy. It's very powerful energy, Taurus. It's very beautiful energy. You're getting, a chance to do this again. And again, you're starting to feel like you can give, and I feel like that's really beautiful, because I feel like at a time, maybe in the past, the same time, like last year, your cup was still not full for yourself. It's like you filled your own cup back up, and now you're ready to go. So I'm really proud of you, Taurus. I think it's a time to, like, really be proud of yourself and realize, like, yes, you will love again. Yes, things are going to start over again for you, and things are going to be beautiful for you again. It just starts with you. And again, I think it's going to be a little slow, but I think that that's okay. So don't, like, rush into anything. Don't force anything. Just let the energy be what it is, and you're going to find, like, how beautiful this new cycle will be for you. So yeah, Taurus, that's what I'm getting. I love you guys. I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time. Bye.